Part of me wants to just see what happens. I know we've gone through the Karan route and we've gotten through the exit, the ending, but I believe there really is only one ending, and this whole thing is not really real. We're just gonna see what happens if I'm sure it'll get to the exact same place, but let's just try a different path through here. Let's say bottom option. Anything would have done. If I could have voiced just one word, the next ones would have followed, and yet the first doesn't leave my lips. Could there be a second ending for if you don't say anything? That's what I was wondering. Now that I've hesitated, it's like my mouth is glued shut. I can't open it again. The silence stretches on. It probably lasts only for a few seconds, but it feels more like hours to me. But if I had just something to push me forward, right, it doesn't have to be anything big, but if I just had something to alter the mood. Huh? The sound of a buzzer from downstairs. Sounds like we have a visitor. My lips move naturally. Previous chill is gone from Karen's tone. Thank goodness, saved by the bell. I'll go answer it. You wait here. Huh? Before I can stop her, Karen has abandoned her cleaning implements and dashed off. It's like she's running away from me. Thank goodness, I'm saved. Like hell I am, idiot. Things aren't right like this. I still haven't told Karen anything. I'm not okay with this. I wonder if this is gonna be a bad ending or something. Huh? A shriek pierces the air. It's coming from the entryway. Okay, no, it's just the same thing regardless. Okay, well, this explains it. Actually, it's not connected up yet. And that makes me wonder if there's a different thing we could... I don't know. This... wait. Just a second here. Uh-oh. This is different. Uh-oh. 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 This is a different thing. People can't survive on their own. What have I learned since then? What has changed since then? Nothing has changed. This could be a dead end. This could be a bad ending, actually. Even though to become an adult, you first have to change yourself. Holding back because you're scared of change, you end up simply blaming those around you. If you keep repeating this cycle, then one day you'll lose even your place in the world. Money isn't just compensation for labor. It's something you're able to get due to your connections with people. Karen should have known since the day that we both received our first payment. And yet... why haven't we learned anything since then? Why did we overlook the opportunities for change that were buried in our normal day-to-day lives? With these last words, Karen dashes into the mansion, without a single glance at me. Well, that's a barefaced lie. You noticed me ages ago. Although I don't know if Karen did. Apparently there's a different ending to Karen route, so I actually am going to go through it first. Is it wise to drive her into a corner like that? She might end up doing the same thing as your wife did.
あの子はいつも口だけだ。行動に移す力はない。
Maybe not.
もっとも口を挟む度胸すらない男よりはよっぽどマシだがな。
Could I have changed something by interjecting? Should I have backed Karen up, or should I have calmed her down and smoothed things over? That's probably not the issue here.
優しい言葉をかけたところで意味はない。甘ったれたままではいつまでも子供のままだ。
Is she talking about Karen or me?
気づくのは大人になってからだがな。
I don't know anything yet.
成長には時間が必要だ。それまでの間は耐え忍ぶしかない。あの子にとっては今がその時なのだ。
Is he saying that it's not wrong? That fighting with your parents, floundering as you try to oppose them is necessary? Maybe he's right. The world doesn't change to suit you just because you want it to. In order to teach someone that the people around them shouldn't coddle them with surface kindness? I don't think what you're saying is wrong, but even so. If there's one fault in this approach, it's this. It's still an old-fashioned way of thinking. It's not a case of bring right or wrong. Younger generations like the new and reject the old. If you know that, then why?
いずれはこの島も変わるだろう。御三家は消滅し、本土に頼らざるを得なくなる時が来る。人と人とのつながりは希薄になり、名前はその意味を失い、物は消費の対象になり下がる。すべての価値は数字で表され、人の性は単なる数字のやり取りで終わるようになる。人にとっては生きづらい時代が来る。
A world where people can live alone. It's not a matter of liking it or not. The world will come whether we want it or
あ
not.
の子は我々の世代以上に苦労することになる。
Because humans fundamentally can't survive alone.
ならばこそ我々以上に耐え忍ぶことを学ばなきゃ。
Oops. In order to adapt to this new world. In order to survive in this new world. I've always felt that this island had been left behind by the passage of time, but it's actually been advancing at a speed I couldn't see. That includes Karen. All her worrying, her grief, her anger, it was all part of her growth. The antagonism, the arguments, they were all necessary.
貴様も学べ。置き去りにされる前にな。
Because, right or wrong as it may be, one of these days I'll have to survive alone. Ending. Baton pass? Well, there had to have been a different ending, and there we go. But that makes me wonder if there are others then? I doubt it though. I doubt that any of these others will actually bring you to another... Yeah, it says bed end, nice. I doubt any of this other stuff will bring you to a bed end, because I have a feeling it'll just come back there. Well, maybe. I don't know.
何がだよ。さて。あなたはどこから来て、どこへ行くの？さて。
This is also something different. The day I received a boiled candy from Karen. It was the first lemon candy I'd ever tasted in my life, and yet I changed the subject without even thanking her, even though I was the only one who wanted it in the first place. I was actually really happy. It was just so sudden that I didn't know how to respond. What if I chose the single one option that actually brought you to the proper ending? Like, think about that. I don't know. Karen blinks at me then sighs. Maybe, if that is the case, if there really is one path through all this and everything else is bad ends, then maybe I was pretty well into the story and I knew how I should have acted at the time. Karen blinks at me then sighs.
そうか。唐突か。そりゃそうだよな。あんたは何も見ちゃいなかったんだから、私のことなんか何もな。
That's not true.
さあどうして唐突だなんて言えんだよ。
I looks like I've told another lie without even realizing it. It's a downright lie that it was sudden.
だけ一緒にいたと思ってんだよ。
For a few days. I don't know. I noticed her feelings. I sensed them keenly in every word and every movement. I was just too scared to acknowledge them. I don't know how long we've been on the island at this point in the story. Couldn't be too long. Maybe a few weeks at most. I was scared of having to give my
な
answer.
んて答えればいいかわからねえだ。だったら最初から思わせぶりな態度を取るんじゃねえよ。
Saying I didn't know how to answer is just an excuse. I simply didn't have the courage to say
後
it.
から善人ぶって詫び入れるとかさ。そういう都合のいいことやめろよな。そういうことすんだったら最初から冗談の通じるやつにしろよな。どうしてよりによって私なんだよ。
That's obvious. Because This is a different set, but I'm pretty sure we've already had this choice. So I'm pretty sure there's like, I don't know. What if I say I like you? Because, I don't know, I'll just say this. Because I like you. I wouldn't be with just anyone. I wouldn't spend all that time with someone just as a joke. Fun times, tough times, irritating times, Kata was beside me for all of them. That is unshakable proof that I chose her. I want to be with you from here on too. It's true that I might have been unaware of it in the beginning, but it's different now. I want to spend all my time with you. The miracle of being born the same age. An inevitability? Or coincidence? I don't know, but there's one thing I'm certain of. We won't encounter such a miracle a second time. So Karen, we have definitely already had this. So I've actually clicked be my girlfriend before. Let's try and go persuade your father instead. Mayor is the reason we can't be together. As mayor, he can't approve of me, and as her father, he can't permit me to get close to Karen. I know that he's an opponent I'm no match for in terms of reason or authority. Still, if there's one area where I have the upper hand, it's in numbers. Yes, if there are two of us.
は？何言ってんだあんた。
Huh?
黙って聞いてりゃ。あんた
Alright, this looks... Was I mistaken? No. The results will be the same. Yeah, okay.
何度裏切られてきたと思ってんだ。
It looks like I have taken the left path. I want to go as far left as I can because I have a feeling that'll be... Because this is what I thought would happen. Is that every choice you make goes to the same thing. Right. Yeah, I don't think there's another... Let's try this one. You're my girlfriend. When I say it out loud, I realize for the first time this is the means, not the end. As friends, family, work, colleagues, it doesn't matter. So long as I'm by Kata inside, it's enough for me. But now that I've told her my feelings, things can't be the way they were before. So, I know we...
は？
Yeah.
何言ってんだあんた。
Yeah, okay. So that's basically it. As far as I can tell. Unless there's some hidden ending somewhere in here. I doubt it. I don't think so. Anyway, we found the one hidden bad ending. Let's go back to summer. Oh boy. What happened here? Okay, so I think we called... We're all at the beach, except I think at this point let's see. Dina might have gone back because she doesn't like being in the sun. And we found a shack. And I got like almost a flashback or something at the shack. And then Now we have to choose again. Okay, let's actually have a read here. I left together with Karen, Sara, and Lina. It's been peaceful now, and surrounded by the three of them. I've got more comfortable with it than I intended at some point. I simply got lost in the everyday. I swore to Lina that I'd find myself here on the island. Who or what am I really? Karen stubbornly insists that I've got to be born into this age. Sara believes my story about having come from the future without a shadow of doubt. And Lina, she wants to believe that I'm the Setsuna from the age of legend here to save her. All three of the girls I've met here on this island have their own ideas of who I am, but I'm yet to find any answers of my own. Or maybe not. I've got 3 potential answers right here. I just haven't decided which of them represents my true self. Let's see. So our third and only option left here is I came here from the past. And now we start an entirely new branch with probably a whole load of hours left of gameplay. Why not look at it like this? Perhaps I've been inside the hut before, and I was just having some kind of flashback. No, I don't think so, at least not in this age. Okay, so at this point, forget everything else. Main character thinks he is from the past. The whole Yugujo thing. The whole whatever it was a whole story. Yes. The story of Urashima Taro. Which I've almost completely forgotten at this point, but anyway. I came here from the past. I was just fuzzy on the details before, because of the regret I felt, because back in the past I failed to save a certain girl, and now I'm left with a simple wish. I just want to be able to turn back time. That's how I got stuck. That's how I got it stuck into my head that I traveled here from the future. The reality of things, though, is exactly in line with the island's legend. Having said that, the familiar hut still stands. The story. Having said that, if this familiar hut still stands, the story can't have taken place all that long ago. Perhaps a few decades ago, a few centuries at most. Nina wasn't lying about the legend. I've come here from the past to see her again. That's it. That's our destiny. That's the path we're supposed to follow. Spurred on by Karen's scolding, I start walking and head for the mansion where Lina is waiting. Now there's no need for that. I'm already convinced. I'm Setsuna. Maybe I'm the same as Nina. I just want to believe that it's true. Maybe I'm just living a pipe dream, satisfying myself with easy lies. But what's wrong with that? Sara, you just want to believe that I'm from the future, don't you? There isn't a shred of evidence for that. I don't know what's true, and I don't care either way. What really matters are the choices we make, what we wish for. I owe her for giving me a name and a home. She's still living in a dream world, but one day she'll have to wake up, since we're Setsuna and Lina, though. I've chosen. Yes. Technically, yes. But not just for her sake, for the sake that we've already finished the other routes in the game, so I'm going to give this tragic love story a happy ending and set the island free from the legend that binds it. I don't think anything will change immediately. With time, though, our story may grow into a new legend, at which point the island will be released from all its bitter memories. and the islanders will be able to move on towards a brighter future.
それは諸刃の剣ですよ。二人が幸せな結末を迎えなければ、伝承は悲劇に終わり、島を救うチャンスは永遠に失われます。
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not going to make the same mistake again. I won't waver. I won't doubt myself.
仕方ありませんね。それでは私は、刹那さんの動向を見守ることにしましょう。すべては未来のために。なんだよ。二人ともまだ未来とかなんとかわけわかんねえ話してんのか？いえ、刹那さんとリンネさんの恋を応援するという話です。
Wait, is this what the conversation is about?
お前、いつの間にリンネとそういう関係になってたんだよ。
Or not. At least not yet.
もしそういうことになったら、ちゃんと私に報告しろよな。
Why would I have to?
タイやエビを持っていくために決まってんだろ。
Sea bream and shrimp. Ugh, that again?
失望させないでくださいね。
I might be in for another cursing if I mess this up. Alright, just watch me. I'll win her over in the next 3 days.
それはさすがに引く。最低です。
I'm not sure I can do it in 3 days, but eventually I'll make it work. That's how the story of Setsuna and Dina ought to end anyway. And that's what makes it our destiny as well. That's right. I'll go and see Dina as soon as we get back. I'll tell her that I'm Setsuna, and together we'll make this dream last forever. Buddy, ending, carry on dreaming. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello?
アイランド。これまでのこと、ちゃんと覚えてる？あなたはどこから来て、
So how do we get into Nina's path? What? How do we get there? No way. Okay. Wow. Imagine if I done that from the start, because I was gonna take Nina right from the start, but I knew from the anime. Whoa. Where do I go now? Oh no. Okay, what if this one's a different one and I can go oh my gosh. Carry on dreaming. What? Carry on dreaming, which maybe is that a reference to the dream at the start of every... Alright. Oh jeez, I don't know where in the story we are. We've gone further back actually. Ina says, are you going to leave the island? That may be a possibility. The world is wider than just this one island. Maybe it'd be nice to forget everything again and set out on a new journey of self-discovery. But I'll find myself here in the island, or I've already found myself. Now, there is another thing, just a quick thing. I know that... Oh, but... Okay, so in the Karan route you go here, but doesn't it just bring you straight back to Sara? There must be a different route somewhere. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm assuming it might be here. I don't know. I've already found myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. If it's not here, then I'm gonna have to like go back through everything. Oh, where is the entry point to Dina? That, dang it. To be honest, it would have been too easy if it all started there. I've already found myself in the island. Who am I? It's a question I've asked myself countless times. I am Sanzenkai Setsuna. I close my eyes and listen. Every day when I wake up and greeted by the sound of the waves, it's almost the same. A flat sound that echoes over and over, but it's not the only sound I can hear today. Kana and Sara's laughter drifts over from somewhere in the distance. One of them is single-minded in her determination to grow up and leave the island. The others set upon sacrificing herself for its protection, but they're both struggling against the ancient loyalties that bind them in place. And observing that, there's something I finally realized. I'm not gonna click on that. There might be a filled out, completed tree somewhere, but I think I'm Setsuna after all. That's the answer I've been looking for. Especially now that people besides you started using that name for me. And this is actually almost the same as the path further on. I am Setsuna, right? From the past. Perhaps it was a lie at first, but now I really am Setsuna. There's some rule decreeing that only one Setsuna is allowed to exist in this world, and it's the Setsuna of the past will have to disappear.
今はあなたが刹那なら今は私がリンね
It's the one truth she's been unable to find alone in the darkness of the night. People aren't defined by the past nor the future, nor even the present day. They're defined by a single thing, something that remains unchanged across the passage of time. Their bonds with others. Ina tilts her parasol in my direction. She slowly reaches out for me and grabs my shirt.
もう少しだけここにいて
If she tilts the parasol any further, her arm's going to be exposed to the sun.
今はこれが限界やっぱり私はまだあなたを他人だとは思えないだけどきっともう少しで私の中の刹那はいなくなるからだから
Shit, is this also a bad
もう
ending?
少しだけ
Ooh, there is a Steam? What? I can set it to Japanese? That's fine for now. We'll just have to gradually build up the courage to move forward. Yeah, take as much time as you need, Nina.
ありがとう
This might be a bad end right now. Nina flashes me a dazzling smile. One day she'll call me by name and mean it. And all the fear will vanish from her heart. Until then, looks like I'll be locked in the struggle with the Setsuna of the past. Dealing with him, that's my new mission. I'm wondering how long this sound effect will go on for. Is it looped? I don't need a guide for a visual novel. At least not right now. I'm still looking through everything. I think Spear in the past already said that I need to complete routes before I can reach the final route anyway. This is a looping sound effect. Helen comes back at the perfect moment.
おっと取り込み中だったか
Nina hurriedly lets go of my shirt.
別にま仲直りできたんなら何でもいいけどさ
Why is she glaring at me like that?
それよりサラと探検してたら妙なもん見つけたんだちょっと来てくれねえか
Something weird. Ooh, are we going there all together now? Cotton takes us to the northernmost tip of the beach. Also, I need to turn on the lights, but it's really... The lights will just make it warmer in the room. It's already ridiculously warm, so maybe I'll just deal with it. I mean, the camera's just gonna look dark, but to me it's no problem. The sand of the shore gives way to rock.
ねえどこまで行くの
I can play this game in Japanese, but it's not like it's really gonna help me too much. But I wish there was a way just to switch them on the fly so I could just look at what kanji is used. Ugh. Oh. You know, it's your step. So this is different, and I don't know if we could have reached this point already. I don't know, but the thing is, we're now going to the shed together with Nina. I think she had gone home in the other option. I almost can't bear to look at Nina, who's treading unsteadily over the rocks. Her parasol grasped tight. Looks like she might fall at any moment. At least she's got the parasol, so she can fall slowly if she falls off the rock. I wish I could hold her hand. Nina!
大丈夫足が滑っただけ大丈夫まだ大丈夫
Nina stubbornly refuses to take my hand and keeps insisting that she's fine. Looks like it's an incantation, as though merely saying the words will make them true. I'll wait until she actually asks for my help. We continue stumbling uncertainly over the rocks until we're hemmed in by a steep steep cliff face to our right. The mansion is visible in the distance. Will we be able to get back if we carry on any further? I'm again overcome with unease when...
Setsuna-san! Rinne-san!
Din-chan! We find Sara jumping about and waving at us, and behind her, a shed. What's that? A house? Or rather some kind of hut? Somebody! The wood structure, its walls blackened by the salt wind, stands perched on a small plateau between the cliff and the rocky outcrop. Objection. Oh my god, no. By the looks of it, the place has been abandoned for a very long time.
私が見つけました。不思議だろう。ボートハウスか何かかと思ったんだが、その割には出入り口が小さいしさ。
The two of them look curiously up at the hut. I see, this is what they want to show us. If I were my usual self, I might have suggested turning it into a secret base. I think we've already had this dialogue, but not in the same. Anyway, why do we feel sudden disquiet? I mean, it's pretty strange for a hut to be standing all the way out here in the middle of nowhere, but that's not what's bothering me. For some reason, the fact that there's a little hut here seems perfectly natural to me. In fact, it must be that must be the source of my unease. Dina softly voices my name and grabs hold of my sleeve. It's almost as if she senses my concern. Yeah, I am. I answer and reflects. It's true, I am curious about this hut. The source of my curiosity is probably a little different from Karen's. That's Sarah's prompting. I take a look at the hut's entrance. There's a large padlock dangling from the door. Again, I've probably said this in the past, but look at that thing. Oh gosh, this... Ooh. I'm sure you can just kick in the door because it's old wood and water has been... sea air has been blowing on it. I'm sure you can just kick in the door easy. I see, that's why he called for Dina. Huh.
周囲を一通り見て回りましたが、入り口はここだけのようです。窓すら見当たりません。
How did I know about this already?
それで、もしかしてリンネさんなら鍵をお持ちではないかと思いまして。私？
Dina blinks a few times as though brought to her senses by the mention of her name.
はい。地理的に考えて、ここはお原家の敷地内なのではないかと。
Seems to be the main reason she called Adina over.
ごめんなさい。鍵には心当たりないわ。
Dina gently shakes her head. Where's it gone?
いっそ壊しちまおうぜ。こんだけ錆びてりゃ簡単だろ。
Yeah. Wait a minute. We might get in trouble for that.
怒られる？誰にだよ。
Well... Dina is listening to our exchange with a pretty doubtful expression on her face. Or it looks that way to me at least. I bet it's just a storage shed or something. There's not going to be anything of interest inside. Anyway, look at that. The tide's coming in. We may be in danger if we don't head back soon. That probably sounds like a pathetic excuse. But it's true, the waves are really starting to beat away at the rocks. Once it hits high tide, our path may be completely underwater. I mean, you can try to swim, but...
仕方ありませんね。引き上げましょう。だな。こんなところで夜を明かしたくねえし。
The two of them start back across the rocky outcrop without complaint. They probably just came out here to have a bit of fun after all. Come on, Dina, let's hurry. The moment I call it for Dina, who is still waiting beside the hut, it happens. A strong gust of wind sweeps up from the ocean and crashes into Dina. Her parasol flutters high up in the sky and is carried away on the breeze. Cowering, Dina lets out a small gasp. Dina! I start moving before I have time to think. Turning my back to the sun, I stand over Dina and gently embrace her. She's quivering all over. She doesn't actually have soup blight syndrome, right? It's fine, everything's fine. I hold her head to my chest, stroke her hair, and repeat her incantation. It gives her courage. It tells her that there's nothing to fear. There's no need for her to be afraid. But even after leaving it a while, her shaking still won't stop. Sorry about this. I pick Dina up and carry her under the eaves of the hut. It's the only patch of shade left. I'll go search for a parasol. Just stay here, I'll be right back. I think it was blown up on top of the cliff. Maybe it's easier to return to the mansion and get her a new one. I'm about to leave, but Dina pulls me back. Sounds like a little kid. A lost, confused little kid. Alright, I'll stay right here. How did I not realize? Dina never goes out in the sun, yet I dragged her all the way over here. All she had was a small ring of shade beneath her parasol. She must have been terrified of burning her skin the entire time, and it hit her all the harder when that one sanctuary was stolen from her. Sada, Karen, sorry, but could you go back to the house and grab a parasol for me?
お任せください。さあ、行きましょう、お姉ちゃん。
二人っきりだからって変なこと考えんじゃねえぞ、せつな。
With a warning from Karen, the pair make their leave. I don't know if they're aware of Dina's condition, but they probably sense their terror considering that they didn't ask for any further questions. They're such reliable sorts, unlike a certain someone. But I suppose that's only to be expected of the daughters of the three families. Now what's next?
ごめん。めんどくさい女で。
Mendokusai onna. Wow. Mendokusai is like bothersome. Sorry for being a bothersome woman. Right up against one another. I can feel her breath in my ear. Oh god, what? ASMR time. But despite that, the distance between us feels greater than ever. You're not, I don't think so anyway.
嘘。顔に書いてある。
Oh, I didn't know you could read Swahili. She's right, I'm an idiot. I invited Nina out to the beach, all the while knowing about her condition. I thought I understood her, but I didn't get it at all. And I still don't think I understand. I don't know anything about
頑
her.
張ってみたけど。結局、ダメだった。やっぱり私には無理みたい。やっぱり私には日の当たらない世界がお似合いなのよ。
What kind of lie would that be? I'm an idiot. I can't begin to imagine. One thing's for certain, though. I'd be extremely lonely, or it'd be extremely lonely, or perhaps somebody could sacrifice themselves and wait with her in the dark. I wonder if that would be enough to save her.
私だってみんなと同じ時間を生きたい。
Shit. Just having someone stay with her isn't going to achieve that. It's something she'll have to do on her own steam. Would I be able to save her if I were the real Sun Zenkai Setsuna? Would I be able to show her a bright, sunny future? Dina shrinks in fear. The sun has started to drop and the light's creeping up on us. This patch of shade is narrowing by the minute. Into the shack we go. Our backs are up against the wall. There's nowhere to run.
切な。
Break into the bloody shack and wait in there. Those words aren't meant for me. Dean doesn't want my help. She wants the real Sun Zenkai Setsuna.
切な。
But you know, Dina, he's just a legend. No matter how long you wait for him, no matter how many nights you wander out down the beach, you won't find him. That guy's worth jack shit. And now I'm Setsuna and she's Dina. We don't have anything to do with our past namesakes. Uh-oh, that's not the ending I'm looking for. Whack. See?
何を。
Breaking down the door! You'd feel more at ease inside, wouldn't you? I slam my weight against the door a few times. It creaks louder with every blow. The rusty lock starts to buckle. I honestly think that the wood... Oh, it's getting really dark now. I think that the wood would start to break before the lock would. The lock is made of metal. The wood is made of wood that's old and has been sitting there in the watery, salty wind. Watery? I guess moist wind? Just a sec. Light. Rusty starts to buckle. Alright, one more should do it. What? Her sharp voice pierces in the air, and I immediately come to a halt.
やめて。お願い。
Why? I'm unable to ask, or rather, something else I have to ask first. Did you know about this already? Silence, but I think it's fair to take that as a yes. When have you been here before? Again, silence. Has she got something to hide from me? What's inside?
それ。
She finally breaks the silence, but before she can continue, so something suddenly stirs in my mind. Images stream in front of me. They're riddled with noise, like an old film running on a projector. This is probably the same flashback we've had before, right? There's nothing that unusual about the images themselves, but for some reason they creep me out. At the same time, there's something almost nostalgic about them. Huh? The images are, again, dispelled from my mind all of a sudden. I feel momentarily unsteady on my feet, but there can be no doubt I'm still standing in front of the hut. What was that? It almost looked like a child's bedroom. Nina raises her gaze to meet mine. She looks like she's seen a ghost. Tell me, Nina, what does my face say now?
Setsuna.
Does she mean me this time or someone else again? Or is that what's written on my face? I can't tell. I don't know anything about myself. After a short while, Kata and Setsuna return. We all managed to get back to the mansion without further incident. Well, perhaps it's not quite accurate. Dina didn't speak a word all the way back, and she went to every length to avoid eye contact with me. Looking at her side on, I couldn't tell what she was thinking.
最低だな、刹那。
早急に死んでください。
I find myself standing at the side of the road, being verbally abused by a schoolgirl and a little shrine maiden. A housewife rushes by, lugging her groceries. She seems concerned that if she meets my eye, she'll be forced into a skimpy gym uniform or something. Thanks for pretending you didn't notice us here. Really, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
せめて私があの場に残ってりゃこんなことには。
いえ、刹那さんの下道鬼畜ぶりを甘く見てはいけません。そんなことをしても、今頃被害者が2人に増えていただけでしょう。
それもそうだな。ってじゃあ今も危ねえじゃねえか。
うかつでした。
What? I casually take a step forward and the pair slowly inch away from me. Hey, what do you take me for?
女の敵。
性犯罪者。
How can I be so mean after I took the trouble to walk them home? Though I can't exactly blame them for coming to the conclusion they did. Leave me alone. With a downcast look, Nina had said this, and only this, before disappearing into her bedroom. I bet that, to any observers, it would have looked like I'd assaulted her, no matter how many times I go over things in my mind, though. I can't for the life of me figure out where I went wrong. Wait, maybe I accidentally touched her butt when I picked her up?
それだな。
それですね。
Seriously? It's just her bum. Not like I'd done any actual harm.
最悪だな。
迅速に死んでください。
Is touching someone's bum really that bad?
で、本当は何があったんだよ。
I told you I didn't do anything.
怪しいな。本当か？
Nina's mood first started darkening when her parasol got blown away, but I think it was only after I tried to break down the door that things got really bad. Around the time I had that weird experience. Okay, this might sound strange, but I wonder why I suddenly feel like bringing this up. Maybe it's because I'm confident these two will hear me out without making fun of me. When I tried to break down the door of the hut, these images flashed through my mind. As I suddenly started glittering.
イントロスコピーですね。
Introscopy? I want to find out what she's saying. Because that was not clairvoyance that she said. I have no idea what introscopy is. What's that supposed to be? I guess it is just a Japanese word for clairvoyance. Sure. Well, I had a feeling she'd say something like that. You mean I was able to see through the door?
刹那さんに限って言えば、サイコメトリングという可能性もありますね。
Psychometry, a form of extrasensory perception, allowing you to see an object or a place's history simply by touching it. No, I don't think so. I think that's it. The hut looked familiar to me from the moment I first saw it.
そりゃデジャブだろ、デジャブ。
Deja. Deja what?
デジャブ。日本語で言うところの既視感。 前にも同じようなことがあったような気がするという感覚のことですね。
Deja vu. This is suddenly initial D. Whoops. Dang, this took way too long. No. Rip the thing. Why is when you look for Spotify Deja Vu, it doesn't even show up? It's the top answer. I guess because it's been so long since it actually appeared. Deja Vu was only properly uploaded on Spotify not too long ago. I see, so it was just Deja Vu. The moment I saw the hut, I knew that it belonged here.
科学的には2つの原因があるとされています。一つは脳による情報処理の失敗です。初めて体験したはずの事柄を過去の経験として記憶してしまうことがあるのだそうです。
A simple slip of the mind, in other words. What's the other explanation?
それも脳の働きによるのですが、そうですね。誰かと話をしていて、相手の次の言葉や行動が予想できたりしたことはありませんか？
No. Yeah, maybe.
人の脳は常に次に起こる出来事を予測しています。脳が予測した展開と実際の出来事がピタリと一致したとき、映画や小説では特に顕著ですね。フィクションの中では登場人物のセリフは現実よりも省略して描かれています。なので読者は無意識のうちに頭で会話を補いながら物語を追おうとします。結果、予測の精度がより高まるんです。
要するにただの偶然だ。
Coincidence? You really write it off like that?
どうやら刹那さんはまだ納得していないようですね。
I'm not sure. I mean, seeing images in front of my eyes is not deja vu because I didn't actually see it.
よくデジャブと混同される現象として予知夢、あるいは未来視や虫の知らせなどと言われるものがあります。
Are you implying the images I saw were from the future?
ねえよ、な馬鹿げたことは。
She's right, there's no way it's true. I might have believed it when I'd only just arrived on the island, but I don't buy that supernatural stuff anymore. Not on any logical basis, but thanks to experience alone.
この世界にはまだ私たちの知らない秘密があります。
Huh.
もしこの世界が時空心によって巻き戻っているとしたら、もし刹那さんの記憶だけは時空心の影響を免れることができるのだとしたら、
Wouldn't that mean I'm experiencing the same things over and over? Why just me?
世界が巻き戻るということは現在の記憶が過去の記憶に上書きされるということです。しかし刹那さんは過去の記憶を持っていません。上書きされる記憶がないのであれば、巻き戻る前の世界の記憶が残るのも当然なのでは？
That's a new theory. Though I've noticed that Sarah tends to just blurt out whatever springs into her mind, it's probably just best to take it with a grain of salt.
サラ、お前ってやつは相変わらずだな。どんだけこいつを未来人にしたいんだよ。
私の願いなのでは決してなく、刹那さんが自ら未来から来たとは。
ありえねえよ。なもんこいつの妄想に決まってんだろ。
ではお姉ちゃんは刹那さんはどこから来たと？
そりゃ本土からに決まってんだろ。
What? You added a new emote. What did you do now? What is this? Nice. Oh dear. Enough fighting, girls. There's enough of me to go around. What?
刹那さんには関係ありません。
そうだよ。あんたは引っ込んでろ。
Huh?
大体お姉ちゃんはいつもお兄ちゃんの言いなりで。
Whoa, her brother. Whoa, we never knew that in the other paths.
お前は 昔から何でも信じる悪い癖があってだな。
Two of them walk further and further ahead, leaving me lingering
お姉
behind.
ちゃんには夢がありません。
Makes me wonder if I did this path first, but again, it looks like you may not have been able to do this at this point. I don't
サ
know.
ラこそいい加減目を覚ませって。
Maybe the fact that they're able to quarrel like this just goes to show what good friends they really are. After all, they bring up the old family grudge between the Kudetsus and Garandos. Wait, am I the third wheel here? Hey, wait for me, don't leave me out! I chase after them. The path ahead is bathed in reddish evening light. Maybe it's nothing, but I kind of feel a little lonely. Through my life here on the island and my interactions with the girls, I've managed to find myself, or at least that's what I thought. It's only been a short while, but after looking one moment to the next, I thought that I'd found something precious, something I wouldn't have been able to find on my own. However, maybe I haven't yet found what I'm actually searching for?
探し物?
The CD! How have none of this happened before? Wonder how I ended up here. Well, I was looking for a pretty shell or something to give to Nina. Then one of the locals called the police on me, and if I get dragged into conversation with this one, he'll probably bring it round to relationships again. Wallet containing about 1 million yen?
よかった。ちょうどさっき財布を拾
No,
った
no, no,
って
no.
人が来てね。
Really? It's mine, give it back. Yippee, I'll live like a
ま、
king.
嘘だけどね。
How could you tell such a monstrous lie?
どうしてそんな見えすいた嘘をつくのかな、君は。
What you think? I want money.
そういう素直なところは嫌いじゃないけどね。
Police officer lets out a big sigh. I don't sense any real spite from him though.
いつもの元気がないみたいだけど、もしかして本当にお金に困ってる？
Yeah, my wife's pregnant with our 5th child, you see.
クオンさんのところで働いてるんでしょ？うまくいってないの？
Totally ignoring me. I'm getting along just fine, cool, no issues there.
じゃあ、リンネちゃん？
Not sure. I just knew we'd ended up talking about this. You see, I took her to the beach today.
あのリンネちゃんを？すごいじゃない。
Seems to be aware of Nina's condition. That makes things easier on my part. I messed up though. I made her even more afraid than she had been before.
人は簡単には変われないよ。少しずつ前に進んでいけばいいんだよ。
No, it's not the issue here. Nina had hugged her knees and begged pitifully for help, but not from me. I could clearly hear her calling out, but I couldn't do anything myself to help her. Maybe I should have lied and put some kind of act for her. I would have told her that I was the Setsuna she was looking for, but what would have come next? What would I have lost in granting her that wish? I'd have lost myself.
君たちはどうもなかなか複雑な事情を抱えてるみたいだね。まあ、リンネとセツナじゃ仕方ないか。
He stands up with a sigh.
そろそろ見回りの時間だ。少し歩きながら話そうか。
Barely a moment ago, I was strolling down this path with a young schoolgirl and a younger shrine maiden. Now I'm on my way back, accompanied by a police officer. A housewife walking her dog looks at me with an expression that very clearly reads, "Wow, so he finally got arrested." She quickly scurries off. God damn.
のどかでいい島だよね。
No, everyone's always giving me the stink eye.
島に来た普通の若者が注目されるくらい平和ってことだよ。
That's true. I've come to see that this island is a much easier place to live than I first thought it was. Although, it may seem... oh my gosh. It may seem that the islanders are apprehensive of me, so some of them have been very welcoming. And the days have passed by uneventfully without major incident of any description. Sometimes I even find myself thinking that I'd like to stay here forever if I can.
でもね、表面化していないだけで、この島は大きな歪みを抱えている。
I'm aware of that too.
ただ警察としては、事件が起きない限り動けないからね。たまに、何のために私はここにいるんだろうって思うことがあるよ。
I don't know why he decided to join the police, but I completely understand how he feels. Why am I here in this island? What can I do here? To be honest, I thought it was pretty simple. I'd assumed that she was only afraid of soup blight syndrome because of her legendary namesake. I thought everything would work out if I just get her to come outside with me. But things are never that easy. This phobia of hers has deep roots. It's going to take a far more sophisticated approach to get rid of it completely.
彼女が恐れているのはバイモン病だけじゃないのかもしれないね。
What else?
多分同じ運命をたどることだよ。伝承に出てくる輪廻の生まれ変わりとね。
Her reincarnation? Nina wasn't reincarnated in the version I heard. Setsuna entered a long sleep encased in ice, waiting for Nina's return. The three families exist so that the pair can one day fulfill their destiny. That's where the story supposedly ends.
誰から聞いたの？
Saran
なる
Kaden?
ほどね。
The police officer lets out a small sigh.
伝承は近
Reincarnated?
代になってからいろいろと改変されたらしいんだよ。御三家にとって都合のいいようにね。
Ugh. They adapted to their own benefit. Weren't they the ones created the legend in the first place?
特に物語の後半は大きく削られてしまった。いや、わざとなかったことにしたんだろうね。
You seem to know your stuff.
昔、失われつつあるこの島の伝承を調べていた人がいてね。
That could have been Nina's Karen's mom. I have some idea of who that could be. Someone who researched the island's history, but who's spoken of only in the past tense.
小原則正。
Oh, sorry.
Nina
Also
chan
Nina's
otosan.
father. I forgot that was also a thing. I guess Karen's mom was a bit more recent.
島中の人に聞き込みをして回って細切れだったり矛盾してたりする伝承をまとめ上げたんだ。うちにもよく足を運んできては父と長話をうちも一応御三家とは縁のある家でね。どうやら父の知っていた話が伝承の後半部分に相当していたらしい。おっと、ごめん話がそれていたね。父の語った物語はこうだ。
I'm familiar with Nina and Setsuna's tragic love story. Now, in a very subdued tone, the police officer starts recounting its sequel.
輪廻が生まれ変わるには長い年月が必要だった。島人はやがて二人のことをすっかり忘れてしまったんだ。御三家は本来の役目を忘れて島の権力争いに明け暮れていた。そんな時代に輪廻は再び生を受けた。生まれ変わった輪廻は刹那のことを知らされないまま大人になり、他の男と結ばれてしまう。だけどある日、男に問い詰められたことで思い出すんだ。刹那のことをね。悲観した輪廻は海に身を投げてしまう。次に生まれ変わった時にこそ刹那と結ばれると信じてね。皮肉なことに、そんな輪廻の行いで島人は我に返って島は平和になった。島人は今度こそ二人のことを忘れまいと誓い合った。だけど人ってのはそんなに簡単には変われないものだよ。再び二人のことは時の彼方に忘れ去られてしまうんだ。
And if they do, history will end up repeating itself. When Nina's reborn, she'll go looking for Setsuna again. If she can't find her, she'll jump to her death again.
何度繰り返せば二人は巡り会えるんだろうね。
As long as one person on the island remembers them, as long as Nina remembers Setsuna, I'm sure the story can come to a different conclusion. Does Nina, our Nina, know this side of the
じゃあ
legend?
ないかな。伝承をまとめたのが輪廻ちゃんのお父さんだからね。つまり私が言いたいのはね、輪廻ちゃんが怖がってるのはバイモン病そのものじゃなくて、
She's scared of not being able to find Setsuna, huh? Nina knows that she has to be out there somewhere, that he has to be out there somewhere. It's not as if she actually remembers her past lives, but she must have read about it all in her late father's book. Nowadays, Nina Setsuna's story is regarded as a little more than a folk tale, and the details of it are being swallowed up by history. Though Nina still believes in it, even though everyone else has forgotten. She has to, so that she doesn't forget herself and the treasury isn't repeated. The legend is just that, a legend. But are the figures in it all that different from us? One day we'll be forgotten too. Nobody will remember that we once lived here. The happiness we've found and the dreams we've given up on, everything will eventually be washed away in the currents of time and reduced to grains of sand.
伝承が伝える教訓は時間の無常さだよ。二人の行動は歴史に何の影響も与えなかった。人ってのは時間の流れの
People
前
are
には
powerless against the passage of time. Thoughts and feelings can transcend time. Joy and grief alike, eventually they'll just vanish. That's why we end up repeating our mistakes.
それでもリンネちゃんは信じたいんじゃないかな。
She wants to believe that we are able to transcend time.
彼女のお父さんがそうだったようにね。
Did her father believe in the legend as well?
正確に言うと少し違うかな。あの人が信じていたのは風化しつつある伝承を後世に残すことの意義だよ。まあ時間の流れに立ち向かうという意味では同じなのかな。
The legend itself revolves around people's forgetfulness, though. There's something a bit contradictory in trying to make people remember it. And Dina, who is still waiting for that maybe nothing, and Dina, who's still waiting for what may be nothing more than a fictional character, faces the same basic paradox. As do I, probably.
リンネちゃんの様子見ていってあげようか。
I'm asked this when we arrive at the Ohara mansion, but it's plain enough from the officer's expression that he already knows my answer. No, that's my job. Dina is fully aware of the paradox that faces her, and she's made efforts to overcome it. She knows that waiting for Setsuna will effectively bring time to a standstill, just as she knows that she can't actually do anything to impede time's passage. In which case, what choice do I have but to believe in her? And so Dina route starts. Hopefully. Probably. This reminds me so much of that night. I actually want to have a look at the flowchart. Yes! Okay. Awesome. My first night on the island. When I wandered out into the beach, having escaped from the mansion, I remember how scared I was of losing who I was if I settled down here on the island. The fear that I feel now is similar. How did I get past it back then? Why did I decide to stay? All of a sudden, the girl in the hat is standing right there. The girl who saved me. Oh, how did I need it? Only now, she's become the object of my fear. Oh no. How does it just happen every time? So why am I pinged in music? What's this? Why am I pinged? At that, I instantly stiffen up. It's clear enough from her intonation what she means, but what if the nuance have been slightly different? It isn't Setsuna. A slight shift in intonation, she's denying everything that I am. It's not just Dina who calls me Setsuna at this point. Setsuna Janai. That's funny. Wait. If it isn't Setsuna, that's an interesting. Okay, so it's funny. In Japanese, this sentence, Setsuna janai. If she were to say Setsuna janai, it would be, it isn't Setsuna. It's just the question mark at the end makes it a question. Anyway, whatever. Interesting English. I mean, they had to do something. She was the first person to define me that way. If she were to take that away, would I still be myself?
一人にしないでって言ったり、一人にさせてって言ったり。私って本当 めんどくさい女。
Like I said, it's okay. Am I acting nice because I care about her or because I'm afraid of her? I think it's a bit of both. I'm afraid of losing her favor precisely because I care of her. I care about... I'm afraid of losing her favor precisely because I care about her. I can read. That's why I'm treading softly with her, so she can't get mad at me. I'm hopeless. Far worse than you.
あら、ようやく自覚が出てきたの？
Yep, thanks to you. I need to stay courteous. I'm dealing with the princess of the night here, after all. If I really do get her angry, I'll lose everything I have.
ねえ、少し歩かない？
Your daily walk?
そう、日課。
The princess answers me cheerily. Under the moonlight, she looks like a totally different person. Certainly compared to this afternoon. Probably because there's nothing of threat to her here. Dina, can't you give up on what you're looking for? Is it not enough to have me by your side? I want to ask her, but I don't have the courage. Maybe it's already written on my face, though. And picking up on these things is apparently her forte.
今夜で終わりにする。
Dina smiles at me gently. It's just like it was that other night. It's because I decided to trust in that smile that I'm still here.
ねえ、せつなはこの島に来て何日目？
The last time of what? I wonder. Hasn't been that long, but I feel like I've been here for ages. But that's because the time I spent here has been so fulfilling, especially my time with
好
her.
きになってきた？
What? With who?
何言ってるの？この島のことよ。
Oh, I see. That scared me for a moment.
ねえ、誰のことだと思ったの？サラちゃん？カレン？
Alright, no need to tease me. Does it really matter?
よくない。
Of course. Let's go with Tome-san then. Who's
意地
that?
悪しないでよ。
Who's teasing?
あなたがよ。
Actually, I'm cool with a pretty wide range of ages.
どのくらいなの？
Anything between 13 and 37 is okay in my book.
上はともかく、
Yeah,
下はむ
what
ずいで
the
しょ
heck?
それ。
It's fine, they grow up soon enough.
誕生日を迎えるごとに？
You get one a year, isn't that how it normally goes? People all age are exactly the same. And that way they get to share time with their loved ones. However,
だったら素敵ね。
Nina whispers just this, then falls silent. She almost makes it sound like it isn't true for her. Man, what a sad thought. What if your body aged year on year, but your heart, you're still just a kid? Eventually you're left behind by your loved ones. Nina, you're in the right you're right in the sweet spot age-wise. You wonder why I let this slip out. It's true though. I imagine everybody needs someone they want to share their time with. Otherwise they won't grow up.
私も年上が好き。
We don't need to lie to each other. We don't need to be afraid of rejection. Trusting each other's smiles is enough. It allows us to share our time to grow up together. Since it's our last night doing this, shall we head out a bit further than usual?
ううん。ここでいい。
Because
探し物はもう見つけたから。
Nina comes to a stop. Is there really anything paradoxical about their situation? It's like I had it completely wrong. There's nothing paradoxical about the world she inhabits. All along, she alone has been living free of that stuff, pure and uncorrupted.
私ね、小さな頃の記憶がないの。学校に通っていたことも、友達と遊んだことも、お父さんのことも、お母さんのことも。
Not sure what Nina is talking about all of a
気
sudden.
がついたら、この浜辺に寝転がって、星空を見上げてた。まるで、その瞬間に生まれたみたいな気がした。でも、体が動かなくて、声を出すこともできなくて、息も
Breathe?
できなくて。
I know just what she's talking about.
覚えてたのは、リンネって名前だけ。
can relate to it more than
だん
anyone.
だん星の数が減っていって、私はこのまま死んじゃうんだってぼんやり頭の片隅で考えてた。いっぱいやりたいことがあったはずなのに、やらなくちゃいけないことがあったはずなのに。でもね、最後の星が消えるその瞬間、男の子の顔が見えたの。
A boy.
私より2つか3つくらい年上の男の子。何度も何度も私の名前を呼んで、必死にこの世界につなぎ止めようとしてくれた。私はその男の子の顔に手を伸ばして何かを、多分名前を尋ねたんだと思う。そしたらね、男の子はニコって笑ってこう答えたの。
The name of a character who exists only in legend, whose name I then took in turn, or
セツナだ。
is she referring to someone else entirely?
次に気がついたら、私は自分の部屋のベッドの上にいて、たくさんの知らない大人に囲まれてた。大人たちは何もわからない私に優しく教えてくれた。嵐の夜に海に落ちたんだとか、3日間も行方不明になってたんだとか言っても、
Oops.
みんな嵐の夜に海に落ちたんだとか、3日間も行方不明になってたんだとか。でもみんなどこか嘘をついてるみたいだった。セツナの話をしても誰も信じてくれなかった。そんな男の子はいないって。でもね、確かにいたの。この場所に私を救ってくれたセツナが。ねえ、あなたは信じてくれる？
Does she really think I'm in any position to say no to the girl who saved me? Here of all places?
私は夜になると部屋を抜け出してこの場所に来てセツナを探したの。怖かったの。お父さんもお母さんも素顔を見せてくれなくて、本物の両親だなんてとても思えなくて、世界中が私に嘘をついてるみたいで、私が信じられるのはセツナだけだった。
What did I do that night? I didn't want my days to melt together into some false, uneventful shadow of an existence, so, afraid of losing myself, I slipped out of my room and wandered onto the beach. I was searching for someone.
そしたらいたの。星空の下で私の名前を呼んでくれたの。
At the beginning of the game, I think we did shout Dina for no reason. Hearing that alone turned out to be my salvation. It completely rid me of my loneliness.
それから毎晩ここで会うようになった。私がここに来るとセツナは必ず待っててくれた。だんだんね、それが日課になっていったの。
Was that just a different one, or is that me? Yeah, okay, it was me. Thanks to our walks on the beach together, I've managed to stay myself. The time we spent with each other is the only way I have of making sure that I'm still me.
いろんな話をした。悲しいことがあった日は優しく慰めてくれたし。
Are we both talking about a different thing?
そしたら不思議とこの世界が怖くなくなっていった。
怖くなくなっていった
ここにいてもいいんだって思えるようになっていったの。セツナがね、私に希望をくれたの。
And hope eventually turns to desire? You go from accepting where you are to actually wanting to stay there?
セツナはね、子供の私から見ると ずっと大人びてて、でも浜辺をブラブラ
Whoops.
散歩しながら
I pressed the
お
button
し
by
ゃべりで
accident.
お調子も切
What?
な
How
の
did
ね。
it skip 2?
子供の
Never
私から
mind
見る
then.
と
I hit the button by
ず
accident.
っと大人びててでもどこかちょっと常識外れなところもあって、おしゃべりでお調子者で私の知らないお話をたくさんしてくれるの。浜辺をブラブラ散歩しながら私は話し続ける刹那の横顔をじっと見てるの。でも作り話も混じってて、油断してるとすぐ騙されちゃうの。そうそう、刹那の夢は小説家になることでね。自分で作ったお話を書いたノートを
Oof, a
見せてく
storm
れ
there.
たこともある。
Take care.
子供っぽい冒険活劇でストーリーも支離滅裂で、でも面白かった。
She is talking about a
本
different
を読むの
Setsuna
も好
again.
きでね。特に私は刹那の
Oops.
ためにね、
Gosh dang it, I keep...
初歩から本を読むのも好きでね。特に SF 小説とか推理小説をよく読んでた。
SF? Sci-fi?
私は刹那のためにね、初歩から面白そうな本を見つけては持って行ったの。お父さんにバレないように毎日ちょっとずつね。
Every day repeat the same routine, but those moments together are so pleasant. They almost allow me to stop caring about everything I've forgotten.
でもね、
Feel vague unease, it just won't go away. Every time I get close to feeling truly happy, it returns. And sometimes it flares up violently, triggered by the slightest
ある
things.
日書庫でお父さんが書いた本を見つけた
Setsuna
の。
must die?
この島の伝承について
Wasn't that a note in the book? It's probably the past. The one I am supposed to have forgotten catching up to me?
そこには私の名前が書いてあった。
Inet. That accursed name, whose bearer is destined to die over and over.
私のなくしちゃった過去が書いてあった。
Of course, the legend is just that, a legend. But what might it have looked like to a young girl without a past to call their own? Would it have looked like a silly little folktale to Nina when all the adults around denied the very existence of her Setsuna?
それからなの。私が外を歩けなくなったのはおかしな話よね。私がリンネの生まれ変わりなんてそんなわけはないのに。そんなのあるなのに。
Gosh dang it.
そんなの
Just gonna use the
あるはず
mouse.
ないのに。なのに
If she denied being Nina, that young girl wouldn't have had anything. People need a past, a story, otherwise they have no way of defining who they are. Just like me.
私にはどうしてもリンネが他人には思えなかった。
But Nina's story is a tragic one. Never reunited with her Setsuna. She chose to end her own life. If only somebody on the island had remembered the couple. If only Nina had remembered Setsuna.
そのことを刹那に話したらね、そんな運命俺が書き換えてやるって。
Ore? Rewrite her destiny.
しばらくして刹那は新しいお話を書いてきてくれたの。未来から来た主人公がリンネって女の子を救うお話。
Okay, this one's... It is written differently, huh?
私がリンネのセリフを読んだらね、すごく綺麗な声だって褒めてくれた。嬉しくなった私はそのノートを借りて家で何度も繰り返し読んだの。楽しかった。まるで自分が自分じゃない誰かになれたみたいで、リンネのセリフを口にしている時だけは自分がリンネじゃないみたいで、その時だけはこの名前を忘れることができた。その時だけは何も怖くなかった。それからね、少しずつだけど私は日の光の下を歩けるようになったの。
So about the Rina in the book, I'm pretty sure that in the Japanese version it's just written with katakana instead of kanji. And in English that's not possible, so they did the accent thingy. Did she really manage it? She find an alternate ending to the legend in which she managed to reunite with Setsuna. However,
といっても峠までが精一杯だったけどね。
that's true. Why does she now confine herself to the
美味
night?
しかったな。二人で食べたかき氷。
Where did
一緒
Setsuna
に
go?
虫取りや釣りをしたことも、夏休みの宿題を手伝ってもらったことだってある。ずるして問題集の答えを見ようとしたら、刹那に隠されちゃって。喧嘩したっけ？
Didn't I do this with Karen in a different story? Are these really your memories?
いっぱい遊んで、いっぱいおしゃべりして。
Did this stuff really
眠
happen?
くなったら、また明日ねってお別れして。でも、夢の中でも二人で遊んで。
Their dreams.
本当は、どこからどこまでが夢だったのかな。
That's right, she could have dreamt it. Is it dreamed? Wait. Dreamed and dreamt are both past tense forms of dream. Dreamt is more common in Britain, while dreamed is more common in other English-speaking countries.
もしかしたら、全部夢だったの
It
かな
does seem like it could all be a dream.
なんて。
Dina looks up at the sky and speaks in a faraway
で
voice.
も、夢じゃなかった。
Wasn't a dream.
私は、もっともっと刹那と一緒にいたかった。ずっとずっと、一緒に遊んでいたかった。だからね、ある日の夜、帰ってゆく刹那の後をつけたの。見つからないように、砂浜に残った足跡を追ってね、気づいたら、
The shed?
辺りは岩場に変わってた。
The place we went
岩
today.
場を進んでいくと、古ぼけた小屋があった。
The same one we saw
あの
today.
日の私はね、なんだか怖くなって引き返してきちゃった。だからね、あの小屋に本当に刹那がいたのかは今もわかんないまま。
Hey Dina, what are you trying to tell me?
あなたは信じてくれる？
Believe
あ
what?
なたが言ってくれたのよ。
I said what?
子供の部屋だって。
I did say that. And I myself had a moment of deja vu when we were standing by the hut. The images flashing through my mind had to have been memories. It was me? The boy who lived in that hut? The boy who called himself Setsuna? The boy who saved Dina? It was me?
わかんない。最後に刹那に会ったのは今から5年も前だもの。
5 years ago.
ねえ、私の誕生日わかる？
No. How could I know? She'd never told me.
いいから当ててみて。
The day I... Never mind that.
じゃあ年齢は？
Well, I know that. She told me. You're 17, right?
外れ。私本当は4歳なの。
Oh, shoot. FBI. Whoa. Oh no. The FBI is gonna be after me now. Uh-oh. I think you're shaving off a few too many years there. You don't look any younger than a high schooler. Four's about a quarter of actual age. Quarter? Oh, I know when your birthday is. I don't know if I actually remember, but Earth is just an educated guess. But there's only one day that comes to mind. It's leap day. Oh. Yes, it's leap day. When you're a little kid, your birthday is the most important. I was thinking about that when she said that her years don't didn't have one birthday every year. I was thinking that it might be a leap year. Gosh dang it. I was thinking that before and then I forgot it at this point. Anyway, when you're a little kid, the birthday is the most important day of the year, but Dina could only celebrate once every 4 years. In a sense, she is just 4 years old. No, because time doesn't work like that because we define calendars, but whatever. In that case, how about me?
刹那ともね、昔同じやりとりをしたことがあるの。
I'll rewrite it.
いつもみたいにこうやって、ボートにじゃなくて、二人で砂の上に並んで座ってね。そしたら刹那、急に怒って立ち上がっちゃってね。あの時の私は、刹那がどうして怒ったのかわからなくて、私の気持ちを分かってくれなかったことがすごく悔しくて。
I'll rewrite her destiny.
大嫌い。そう言って逃げ帰ってきちゃったの。刹那が怒った理由に気がついたのは、
My place has been usurped by someone I've never seen or heard before.
ねえ、刹那は自分の誕生日。
Oh, did you not? No, I don't remember my past. I have absolutely no way of knowing. Is that all there is to it, though?
そう。刹那は自分の誕生日を知らなかったの。生まれて一度も誕生日を迎えたことがなかったの。そりゃ怒るよね。私があんな冗談を言ったら。だけど、あの時の私はすぐに気づいてあげられなかった。だから決めたの。私だけはお祝いしてあげようって。それが5年前の2月28日のこと。
5 years ago would have been 1994, which wasn't a leap year. On the eve of her non-existent birthday, on her last day as an 11-year-old, Dina took a little step towards adulthood. She realized how Setsuna must have felt unable to celebrate his birthday like she did.
でもほら、私こんなんでしょ。プレゼントを買いに街に行くこともできなくて、刹那はかき氷が好きだったんだけど、そんなの冬には売ってなくて。でね、思い出したの。刹那が
The song.
私の声を綺麗だって言ってくれたこと。だからね、私の声を上げることにしたの。
Her voice.
刹那が書いた小説。
Oh, reading out
そ
loud.
れを
No
朗読
singing.
した声を録音してプレゼントしようと思ったの。もちろんいつでも聴けるように携帯プレイヤーとセットでね。どう？なかなか素敵なプレゼントでしょ？
Yeah, I'm sure it was. It would certainly make me very happy.
大変だったんだからね。読み間違えたり詰まったりするたびに何度もやり直して、上手に読めたところだけをつなぎ合わせて。
Splice. Uh-oh. The speedrun police is on you.
でも聞き直してみるとやっぱり変な気がして最初からやり直して。
I bet she tried to get it absolutely perfect. She was making something that would last forever. Something he'd listen to over and over.
やっと完成した時にはとっくに日が暮れちゃってた。慌ててここまで走ってきたんだけど、やっぱり刹那の姿はなかった。すごく寒い日で雪がちらちら舞い始めてた。
Snowing, huh? I've never seen snow before, though it's easy to imagine what it looks like. Wonder if the picture I have in mind is rooted more in common knowledge or personal experience?
どうしてかな。私はどうしてもその日のうちに刹那に届けたくて、日付が変わるまでになんとか手渡したくて、もう一度あの小屋に行ってみることにしたの。でもね、 岩場を進んでいくうちに雪が激しくなってきて、気づいたら辺り一面が真っ白になってて、足元が見えなくて身動きできなくなって、怖くて寂しくてワンワン泣いてたら、セツナが助けに来てくれたの。まるで小説の主人公みたいにね。私は安心して思わずセツナに向かって走り出しちゃって、足をね
Slipped?
滑らせたの。次の瞬間、私の体は冷たい冬の海に投げ出されてた。
What would I do if we were in this situation? Jump after her? If a girl in the sea fell right... if a girl fell in the sea right in front of my eyes, surely I would...
それがセツナを見た最後の記憶。
Huh?
目が覚めたらこの中にいた。
The boat. You notice her hand slide over to the side of the boat we're sitting on. Where was Setsuna? Wordlessly, she shakes her head. What happened on February 24th, 5 years ago? Why doesn't she have any memories beyond that night?
神隠し。
Spirited away to
目
the
が覚めた
island?
私はそう言われたの。お前は神隠しにあったんだって。でもそれだけ。誰も私の話なんか聞いてくれなかったし、誰もセツナを探そうとしてくれなかった。
An island that appeared in the distance where people would get spirited away to by the witch. Was that in Sara's
いつ
thing?
もと同じ。そんな男の子はいないって。
Did the same thing happen
で
again?
もセツナはいたの。絶対いたの。
It may not have been Nina who was spirited away that day, but Setsuna. Maybe he sacrificed himself in Nina's place and got trapped in some leap day netherworld?
だからね。私はずっと
Netherlands?
セツナを探してたの。
That's what Nina was looking for?
私だけはずっと探し続けてたの。
Searching for something important that she lost that night 5 years ago.
別にね、仲直りしたいとか、また一緒に遊びたいとか、そういうのじゃないの。ただ、
She flashes me a usual smile.
ずっと好きだった。それだけ伝えたかったの。
Isn't she... It's me she's addressing now, though? God damn it, not again. I want to say I'm not Setsuna, because... I'm not, right? Maybe there really was a Setsuna like she claims, but if I say I'm him, I won't be me anymore. I'll be replaced by her Setsuna.
セツナ。
Don't call me by that name.
ね、セツナ。
This is probably the wrong option. Don't look at me like that.
セツナ。
Don't push it all on me. No, I'm not Setsuna. That's right, I'm me. I'm me and nobody else. Having said that,
じゃあ、あなたは誰？
who am I?
セツナじゃ。不満？
What will I have left if I keep denying that name? What do I get out of running away?
セツナじゃ。いや、
What are my hopes for the future? What do I want to do? Wow. That's... What's my destiny? Huh? Why did I come to this island? What's my purpose here? I've lost sight of everything now. All my memories have been swallowed by a sea of noise. But I think I found a new purpose, a real reason for me to be here. Ine. Supposed to save the girl who's sitting in front of me. It's okay for me to abandon everything I don't need in pursuit of that one goal. I'm Setsuna. I don't have any way of becoming the Setsuna of legend, but I can be the Setsuna she once loved. It's just a little white lie. I can do it. What if this was the right option after all? And the other option would have actually been a dead end. It'll be easy, and I love you too, but why do I feel the sting of tears in my eyes? She kind of sounds like she's reading lines from a script, or as if she's forcing herself to read bad fan fiction out loud. Jeez, I've always loved you. Still, my acting is so much worse. I can't compare to her. She's been searching for her beloved Setsuna for 5 full years, and all the time she's been fighting off an aching loneliness, to the point where she's even prepared to accept me as a substitute now. Sorry, I just don't know how to express myself very well. Hmm? It's not that great. That's not a great review. What should I say in a situation like this then? The adventures of a time traveler from the future. I wonder how the young Setsuna concluded his tale, and what did little Nina think of it? Nina stands up straight and stretches. Oh shoot! This was the right choice. Will we succeed in finding our way to the ending of those two pictured? I don't know yet. All that's certain is that I'm here and Nina's here too. We just need to frame this one moment. I guess it's framed after all. I wish we could keep living in it forever, but time is merciless. It's always passing us by. There's a cruelty in both the past and the future. This is probably the beginning of the end. From this moment forward, I'll start fading from the world until eventually any trace of my presence vanishes. My name will be all that remains, but that's fine. It's good enough for me. Maybe this is a dead end. Setsuna, everything that I am, I leave to you. Please save this girl. Please make sure she never has to live through that tragedy again. This is the end. No? What's gonna happen next, though? I expected it to, like, be a dead end. And then I saw something that's not black with text on the screen ending, so I was like, what? Don't tell me a credits is gonna play, but no, it's something completely different. It's another dream? I think all these screens have been dreams that we've had at the beginning of every new day. I had a nightmare. All the people dear to me passed away one by one, and every time I was forced to confront myself, I was made to wonder whether I'll someday disappear from this world too. Will I simply vanish without trace? Will there be anything left to prove I was ever alive? What did that question mean? Is there anything to be gained by acknowledging something that's only going to disappear in time? Besides, I don't want to soil her sacred ground. I'm afraid of staining her pure and uncorrupted world. I lied to her, and I'll have to keep on lying. I'm confused. A dream, huh? Pick myself up feeling heavier than usual. Take a look around. I'm in my now familiar bedroom. It hasn't changed a bit since the day I moved in. For some reason it doesn't feel real to me. It's probably because things are going to be so different from today forwards. Sighing, I checked the clock. It's a little past 6:30. I've still got time before work. I hope I have a nicer dream this time. Ugh. My sheets are drenched in sweat. Oh well. I slapped the cheeks a few times, my cheeks a few times to get my head in gear. Setsuna, ready for action. I actually wanted, I in my head I told myself to, like, stop streaming after the next island transition, but whatever. I guess we're still going. We're staring at the wide bed sheet spinning round and round in the washing machine. I gradually start recovering some sense of reality. Naturally, the first thing that comes to mind is what happened last night. I remember the feel of Dina's small body as I impulsively hugged her, and the soft touch of her lips. Chill runs down my spine. spine. Guilt wells up inside me. Hey now, why is all my blood rushing downstairs? Oh no, I need to calm down. Maybe if I focus on counting up prime numbers instead. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Phew. Jeez, there's got to be something wrong with me. She's a little kid, so I'm getting so flustered. Though Nina is 17, she's basically an adult. It wouldn't be strange for her to want more than a kiss. FBI, open up. What should I do? Am I mature enough to keep my composure? Oh shit, not again. I've got to find the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything. 42. Yes. 42. I really want to wonder. Phew. Maybe I've been a bit pent up lately. I want to know what in Japanese what that was, because what's that? What would that? Would it be 42 in Japanese too? So if you're now here in the YouTube video, hello. Downloading the Japanese save files, like seemingly erased my English version save files. There was nothing, so thankfully going back to English saved it. Anyway, there's a mosquito on my wall. Do you have anything to like slap it with? Just gonna use this thing. Nope. Now the mosquito is gone. Anyway, I might have been maybe I've been a bit pent up lately. I might start running wild if I don't take a bit more care. Maybe I should buy some interesting magazines. But if I went shopping for things like that on this little island, everyone would know in a blink of an eye, and they'd all be gossiping behind my back next morning. Why would they even be selling it then? I can't think of anyone who'd lend me some, though, other than maybe that policeman? The policeman. For some reason, I get the impression I wanted anything but MILF stuff. Oh god. I prefer younger girls though. What? She didn't hear what I said. Why would you even be saying that? Why are you not just thinking that? Inquisitive? Nina peers into the washing machine. You must think I'm a total baby? How about you? It's unusual to see you around this early. Nina gives me nothing but the vaguest of responses. Maybe it's difficult for her to say why out loud. I get it. I only started washing a moment ago, so you can still add stuff if you need. I didn't wet the bed either. I didn't wet the bed either, you know. If I'm going to be straight with her, I'll have to mention my nightmare. And then she'll probably ask why I had a dream like that. You're the one to talk? I seem to recall someone coming to me shaking with fear because they heard something go bump in the middle of the night. Your imagination? I went to the trouble of checking all the locks in the house, even went around making sure none of the valuables had been stolen. Eager beaver. What? She says this with apparent annoyance, but I hear her add under her breath, "That's okay by me, though." So you haven't changed at all. How blunt she is with me, or however blunt she is with me, it's always next to impossible to tell what she's really thinking. She might do something totally crazy, then act as if nothing has happened the following day. She's been that way since the day we met. It's surprising how little she's changed. I suddenly realized she's been giving me an odd look this whole time. Don't worry, it's nothing. It's not just that she hasn't changed. There's been no need for her to change, and that's because I decided to change. I chose to get together with her. Though, with the way things are between us this morning, it seems we still have ways to go. I must have sounded pretty rude when I said she hasn't changed at all. You'll wake up with dreadful bedhead if you take a shower now? Right before going to sleep? Wow, nice job, good girl. What? I give her hair a vigorous ruffle through her little hat. Nice head pet. Does that matter? You're about to have a shower, right? What a good girl.
やっぱりバカにしてる。
No, I'm praising you. Can't you tell the difference?
そんなのわざわざ褒められるようなことじゃないわよ。だってもう日課は終わったもの。
Dina's changing
こ
too.
れからはあなたと同じ時間を生きなくちゃ。
Time had been standing still for Dina, but now her clock started ticking again. Is this the bad end? No.
ああ、もうそうじゃなくて、モップがけは床板と同じ向きにやるの。
Oh, like this.
前後は途中で入れ替えない。せっかく集めたゴミが散らばっちゃうでしょ。それから手抜きしないで動かせる家具はちゃんと動かすこと。一番ホコリが溜まりやすい場所なんだから。
I feel like my job was a lot easier when she slept through the morning. Man, it was so much simpler when I didn't have her looking over my shoulder every second of the day.
ほら、セツナ、手を休めない。
Dina delivers order after another, or order after order, the vacuum cleaner clutched in her hand. I'm glad for the help, but I wish she'd at least work somewhere else.
じゃあ次、セツナの部屋行くわよ。
It's fine, it's not even that dirty yet.
そんなこと言って、男の人ってゴミだらけになっても全然片付けようとしないんだから。
How about yours? When did you last clean your room?
私は綺麗にしてるわよ。うん。
Just as I'd expect. Well, as a filthy male, I'd love to take a look at it by way of example.
ダメよ、ダメ。絶対ダメ。
Why not? Don't tell me it's so dirty you can't give anyone a peek.
そうだ。掃除も一段落したし、お茶にしない？この間、いいお茶をもらったの。
Alright, then let's treat ourselves to some of that lovely tea in the cleanest room of the house. Yours.
本気？
I think I still have some sweet dumplings that I got as a present. I'll bring them over.
ちょっと待って。
Oh man, I can't wait to see your room. I bet it's sparkling clean, fit for a princess. Nina draws her mouth tight and lets her gaze drift across the room. Did I overdo it with the teasing? I'm genuinely interested in seeing her room, but if she doesn't want to show me, I won't force her.
いいわよ。
Really?
ただ、
Oops.
ただ、お願い。
Nina clasps my hand with both of her hands and squeezes. Oh?
お茶切らしてるから、ちょっと町まで買いに行ってきてくれる？
Ah, looking down, I see that she's placed some money in my palm. Didn't you say you just received a pack of tea?
いいから。
I see. Okay, I'll be back in a flash.
お釣りでかき氷食べてきていいから。
I don't want to ruin my appetite for later. I'll come straight back.
じゃあ、お釣りは神社のお賽銭箱に入れてきて。
I have to trudge up and down these stairs again. Actually,
いい？走っちゃダメよ。危ないから。
don't underestimate the great Setsuna's sprinting prowess. Oops, that was close. I plod along very cautiously like a turtle. I have to be careful not to stumble or slip. In my hands is a single tea caddy. The tea leaves inside rustle with each step, and my heart skips a beat every time I hear it. Behold, this tea cost 8,500 yen for just 80 grams. That's without tax. 8,500? That's like $85 or $80 something. These little dried up leaves are several times more expensive than the highest grade of Wagyu beef. Man, why in the world would they be selling premium tea like that at a regular mom and pop store? This Baker's Sunrise is pretty incredible. If I slip up and drop it now, it'll be the end of the road for me. That's not all I need to be on guard against. I have to watch my back. This stuff is extremely valuable. I could be set upon by assassins at any moment. I have to get this home before it's too late. As for why things have turned out like this, it's fairly simple. When I took a proper look at the bill Dina had placed in my hand, my eyes again met those of Professor Fukuzawa. I don't know if she was panicking and made a mistake, or if it's normal for rich people to spend that much on tea. In any case, I was told to leave any change in the offertory box at the shrine, so buying cheap tea wasn't an option. I'd like the very best tea you have, please. That was all I could say. Oh, great God of this shrine. If you're listening, please tell me why you're subjecting a lost little lamb like me to such an ordeal. Whoa. That was a close call. I was getting so caught up in things I almost went and tripped myself up. Right, there are no gods. I only have myself to believe in.
Setsuna-san?
What? The tea caddy slips from my hands. Oh. It spins round and round, arcing cleanly through the air, and... Oh my God! It lands inside his hands with a soft thud. Oh! Maybe the gods are real. What? I just witnessed a miracle. If I had to describe my experience today with Setsuna, there's really only one word for it. It was a miracle. Sure, it'll serve as a ray of hope in a world that's rapidly losing its faith in the divine.
これは
Stop, Sada, don't open it. It'll only bring you disaster.
とんでもないこと。はっ、ついに見つけたのですね。
No.
伝説の玉手箱。
What? No, also that's in the back of your shrine. And wait, shouldn't she know this? Anyway, I don't really get what she means, but let's go with that. Yeah, it's sort of the thing. It's the sort of thing where mere mortals like you should be handling. It's not the sort of thing mere mortals like you should be handling. Come, give it back.
こんなものがあるから。
Oh. No, huh? Star turns towards the
こん
ocean.
なものがあるから。
No! Whoosh. What the? I run to the beach in a panic, chasing frantically after the caddy. Luckily, Sada isn't strong enough for it to reach the water, but it's covered in sand now. Phew, as long as the tea itself is fine. How could you do that?
それを渡してください、せつなさん。それはこの世にあってはならないものです。
Sada stands in the middle of the road blocking my path. Seems like I've triggered something in her. Alright, let's make a deal. I'll give you 1,075 yen if you let me pass. Doesn't make any difference whether I put it in the offertory box and give it to Sada directly. And the latter saves me the trouble climbing the stairs.
それっぽっちでこの私を買収できるとでも。
Yeah, it's enough for 3 cobs of corn at Yugu, you know.
そんなもの世界名誉の方が。
Yeah, what you're drooling. Anyway, this is just tea. Look what's written on the box. Premium grade Gyokuro.
では、なぜせつなさんはあれほどまでに辺りを警戒しながら運んでいたのですか？
Well, it's premium grade stuff.
やはり信用できませんね。昨日からどこか様子がおかしかったのも気のせいではなかったということでしょう。
Since yesterday? Thrown by a remark. I repeat it back to her, which is just the opportunity she's looking for.
好きありです。
She charges me down, not unlike a wild boar. Hey! I brace for her attack, but instead she snatches the caddy from my hands and dashes up the stairs. She's pretty speedy. Looks like I'll be climbing up there after all. Why do things always end up like this? Somehow I manage to drag myself up the stairs. I take a look around while I catch my breath. Sada's nowhere to be seen, but I do notice steam rising up from Sada's little prefab shed. I have a bad feeling about this. I mean, whichever way you look at it, it's pretty ominous. Calm down. Sada still thinks the tea caddy is a tatami buckle. I doubt she'll rush to get it open, and even if her curiosity gets the better of her, and she does open it, she should come to her senses and see it's just tea. I sure hope she doesn't get it into her hands that the tamate buckle only takes effect if you let the tea steep, pour it into a cup and give it a drink. She wouldn't, would she? I should just make sure. Let's check. Sada! What is this fragrant aroma, such a mellow, earthy scent with just a tinge of sweetness? Why, it's enough to refresh the most clapped out of modern men, body and soul. Don't tell me, Sada, you actually brewed the tea. Ain't this just paradise, dear?
長生きはするものですね。切なじいさん。
We sip our tea, sighing contentedly. Contentedly? One more cup, dear.
はいはい、すぐに。
Chewing on a rice cracker, I look over the elderly Sato standing in the kitchen. I wonder how much time has passed since then. Years or possibly decades seem to have passed by in a flash. I see, the tea caddy really was the tatami buckle. Once it's opened, the thing isolates you from the regular flow of time, delivering you a degree of perspective that only comes with witnessing all of time's hardships and comforts. This really is some top-grade tea. Wait, no!
条件、口に合いませんでしたか？
That's not what I mean. How did I end up sitting here drinking tea with you?
さて
I remember chasing after you, opening the door to the shed.
私も例の筒を開けてお茶の香りが漂ってきたあたりから記憶が
Seems like we're both bewitched by the mysterious powers of the Totai Bako. Those 80 grams are obviously worth every penny. Never mind that, I'm on a mission to deliver this tea to Dine. I take the caddy back and stand up. It's a little lighter now, but I doubt she'll notice if I refrain from mentioning it. Here, you can think of it as payment for those rice crackers. I'll leave 1,000 DM bill and change on the table where the caddy previously stood.
そんなに受け取れません。こちらこそつい我を忘れてしまって。
It's fine, let's both forget any of this happened.
しかし、いえ、はい。
What's with this weird soap opera vibe? If this were a TV drama, now would be the moment for someone else to barge in on us and complicate things. Karen.
持ってきてやったぞ、いつもの。
Ugh.
さあ、バイトまでちょっと時間があるから相談に乗ってって、刹那。どうしてあんたがここにいんだよ。
Oops, looks like I'll be bogged down here for a while.
なかなかの茶じゃねえか。誰からの差し入れだ？
それは。
So let's gauge drift before settling our eyes on me.
あんた、今度は何企んでんだ？
Nothing. I bought this to drink with Dina. It's not like I was trying to bribe Sato or anything. We've all wound up, sat around Sato's table, 3 teacups in front of us. To go alongside our tea, we also have some freshly boiled corn from Karen. When will I actually be able to get off home? I want to throw away my one. I don't want to throw away my one chance to see Dina's messy bedroom. Karen's ears prick
やっ
up.
ぱりな。昨日からなんかおかしいと思ってたんだ。
やはりお姉ちゃんもお気づきでしたか。
What are you guys talking about?
あんたさ、もしかして
Karen leans close.
リンネと付き合い始めたのか？
Bah! Oh, what a waste of good tea. That's none of your business.
関係なくはありません。どうなんですか、せつなさん。
Whoa, all this sort of stuff is normal from Karen. I wasn't expecting Sato to interrogate me too. Is it cause I'm so popular with the ladies? I'm actually on course for a harem ending here? Wow.
お答えください、せつなさん。この世界の未来がかかっているのですから。
ごまかすんじゃねえぞ、せつな。お原家とうちは無関係じゃねえんだからな。
Ah, that's what I figured this was all about. How do I explain it? Well, technically we're not going out. Are we?
はっきりしねえやつだな。そういうの嫌われるぞ。
Sorry, it was kind of complicated.
では質問を変えましょう。性行為には及んだのですか？
Jeez, talk about cutting to the chase.
重要なこと
Karen
です。
disappeared.
もし未来人との間に子供ができてしまったら、歴史に非可逆的歪みが発生して、この世界は崩壊します。
Come on, no way that's true.
いえ、間違いなく崩壊します。せつなさんが否認しなかったせいで、宇宙ごとドッカンです。
Wow, my little guys are real fighters. Wait, that's not the issue here. It's not like that between us, okay?
では付き合っていないと？
Why does she have to take everything to extremes? Like I said, that's not the point. Karen, can you explain it to her? Karen is dead. She must have zoned out the moment the conversation steered into the bedroom. All I'm trying to say is that a relationship between a man and woman doesn't have to be physical.
何言ってんだ、不潔な野郎だな、あんたは。
Surely it's dirtier to consider love and lust as one.
生物学的にはその2つの間に差異は認められていませんが。
I'd love to change the subject
そ
now.
れで実際のところはどうなのですか？
Seems like they won't let me off the hook that easily. Well, I think she told me that she liked me, but I wasn't sure if she was talking about me or Setsuna.
はあ？せつなはあんたじゃねえか。
Everything would be much easier if I were. Who do you think I am, really?
せつなさんはせつなさんでしょう。
あんたみてえなバカは他にいねえよ。
Yesterday, I decided to abandon my old identity and become a different Setsuna, but it appears these two can't see me as anybody but myself. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Alright, I'll tell you everything.
なるほど。そんなことが。
私たちの知らねえとこでめんどくせえことになっちまってたんだな。
After I tell him the whole story, Kana and Sara sigh in unison.
つまりリンネさんは幼少期にセツナさんと出会ったと信じていて、しかしセツナさんはそんな記憶はないので信じられなくて。
No, my amnesia's not the issue here. Even if I was really at Setsuna from once, I'm different now.
ああ、もうややこしいな。
それではリンネさんがかつて出会ったという男の子のことを新セツナと呼ぶことにしましょう。
So I'm the fake Setsuna? Oh well. Do you think the real Setsuna ever actually existed?
5年前だろ。私たちはまだ小さかったから断言はできねえけどよ。
周りの大人がいないと言ったのであれば、それが答えなのでは？
I suppose that makes sense. But Nina believes in him, and she sounds sincere to me at least.
いわゆるイマジナリーフレンドというものなのではないでしょうか。
Mightn't he have been an imaginary friend? Imaginary?
幼い子供は稀に遊び相手として想像上の友達を生み出してしまうことがあるのだそうです。兄弟のいない女の子が特によく経験するのだとか。
そういやさらにもあったよな。友達と遊ぶんだとか言ってよく一人で山に行ってた。
そうでしたか？特に覚えはありませんが。
きっと大きくなっちまうと忘れちまうんだろうな、そんな友達のことは。
かもしれません。
Perhaps they usually do. But Nina kept searching for him. Even now, she's still.
あるいは実在したのかもしれませんね。かつてセツナさんのようにこの島に流れ着いた男の子が。
What?
ご存知だとは思いますが、ここはよそ者への風当たりが厳しい島です。島人に見つかれば本土に送り返されることになるでしょう。だけど誰かに助けられた。
Right, just like what happened to me. Someone?
小屋の場所から考えればおそらくは。
なるほど、あの人か。そういや昔聞いたことがある。
そう考えれば私たちが知らなくても不思議はないかと。
Whom? I have no idea who or what you're talking about. Karen glances around, leans towards me before whispering.
小原則正だよ。
Nina's dad? That name again. Nina's father, the person who was researching the island's fading legends.
あの人には妙な噂があるんだよ。島に流れ着いた子供をかくまってたとかなんとか。ま、大人は誰も口にしたがらねえけどな。
You're saying that Ohara Norimasa was hiding Setsuna in that hut?
もちろんこれはただの憶測です。あくまで一つの可能性に過ぎません。
The chances of someone washing up here on the island are slim. But then what about me?
いずれにせよ例の小屋を調べてみればはっきりするかと。
だな。早速行ってみようぜ。
No. Wait a second, Nina told me not to.
当然でしょう。リンネさんは
First,
彼
back
が存
to
在していたの
Nina's
だと思い
house
込みたい
because
のですから。
tea.
リンネさんにしてみれば余計な証拠が出てきてもらっては困るんです。
If you were to find something that proving that the real Setsuna never existed, that would be no different from killing him. We'd be killing the boy who lives inside Nina's heart. That's why she stopped me, and that's why I stopped.
今さらあいつを裏切れねえってか。
Of course I won't.
偽善だな。
I'm a hypocrite? In what sense?
本当にリンネのことを思ってるんだったらさ、誰にも話さねえで自分の心にしまっとくべきだろうが。
つまり私たちに話したのはセツナさんが両親の呵責を軽くしたかったから違いますか？
It's exactly as they say. It isn't me that I see reflected in Nina's wide innocent eyes. It's a boy I'm unacquainted with who just happens to share the same name. And that upset me so much I lied to her. Told her a cheap lie without the slightest bit of shame.
しかしわかんねえな。あんたが何をうじうじ悩んでんのか。
We're on our way back to the Ohara mansion. I tried to put an end to the conversation by saying I had work to do, but she just wouldn't drop the topic, even after we'd left the shrine.
相手は仮にも御三家の長女だぞ。そんな奴と付き合えるんなら何も考えず付き合っちまうだろ。
Come on, don't go talking about the honorable Ohara Nina like that.
私だから言えるんだろ。 そういう男は5万と見てきたからな。
I can't believe that.
で、どうすんだ？もう一度あの小屋に行ってみんのか？悩むくらいならやめとけ。新刹那がいてもいなくても同じことだよ。
What the hell? Weren't you telling me to check it out just a moment ago?
ありゃサラの手前だよ。言ったろ、あんたのやってることは偽善だって。けど偽善も貫き通しちまえばただの善だ。あんたが最後まで嘘をつき続けられるんならそれで何の問題もねえんだよ。かっこいいじゃねえか。好きな女に夢を見せるために秘密を墓場まで持ってく男って。私はさ、そういう男になら騙されてもいいかなって思うんだ。
You read too many sappy romance manga.
いいじゃねえか、少しくらい夢見たって。
Dream. She's right. It's beautiful seeing people chase their dreams. To be honest, there's something quite charming about how Nina continued taking her nightly walks on the beach. But she looked so childlike and capricious last night, talking giddily about her memories of the past.
まあ、わかってるよ。現実にはそんな都合のいい
Nice guys don't exist. Oof.
きっとさ、運命の相手ってのはどっかにはいるんだよ。ただこことは違う場所だったり、今とは違う時代だったり、別の世界だったり、おとぎ話の中だったり。
Is it really any different from saying that soulmates don't exist?
ま、出会えねえもんは仕方ねえよ。どっかで妥協するしかねえ。
Compromise, huh?
リンネのやつだって分かってんじゃねえか。
Yeah, I suppose. I doubt she seriously believes that I'm the real Setsuna. I mean, Nina isn't asking me to be him.
刹那ちゃん、不満？
She's asking me to play the role, Setsuna. Anyone would have sufficed.
Huh?
Guess it didn't matter who it was, as long as they allowed her to dream. Could have been a character from an old legend, an imaginary friend, or a random amnesiac who washed up on the beach. Otherwise, she'd never have done that. Not with a guy like me.
あんなこと？
Nothing. I hurriedly covered my mouth. But that one gesture is my downfall.
マジかよ。
Honestly, how does she contrive to pick up on things like this and nothing else? Maybe it's women's intuition. I wouldn't have a first
やっ
clue.
ぱあんた、ちゃっちゃと確かめてこいよ。
What if Nina just dreamed it all?
そんときゃ、あんたが責任持ってリンネを夢から覚まさせてやれ。
But I'm not.
あのな、キスまでする相手が誰でもいいわけねえだ。
Huh?
いくら夢のためでも好きでもねえ相手にキスなんかしねえよ。
But she doesn't have any reason to.
じゃあ、あんたは理由がありゃ誰とでもキスできんのか？
Yeah, I could. I accepted a kiss from Nina the other night for one reason, because I have to save her. But is that all there was to
も
it?
っと自信を持てよ。リンネが探してたのは夢を見続けさせてくれる男なんかじゃない。夢を終わらせてくれる男だよ。
I got to pull her from her dream.
眠り姫はさ、まだちょっと寝ぼけてるだけなんだよ。
Kana mutters and looks up. Above her, blue of the sky stretches out endlessly. Sleeping Beauty.
なのに島の人間は腫れ物みたいに扱っててさ、特にうちの親父なんてひでえもんだ。
Well, she's a total recluse and kind of a weirdo, so it does make sense. So I wonder what it is. This ominous
あい
feeling.
つは普通の女の子だよ。私やサラなんかよりもよっぽどな。あいつを特別扱いしていいのは、そうだな、あんたくらいのもんだ。
That's true. I hate the idea of anyone else treating her as someone special. I want her to be special to me and me alone. I guess that's what it was in the end.
つうわけで、私からの助言は以上。他に何か質問は？
Oh, thanks a lot. By the time Kana snapped out of agony aunt mode, we've arrived in front of the mansion where Nina awaits us. Sorry, I'm sure you'll get plenty of your problems of your own. Sorry, Sorry, I'm sure you've got plenty of problems on your own. Thanks for hearing me out.
私が？
You said you wanted to talk to Sada, right? Was it about you running away?
どうでもいいとこで鋭いよな、あんたって。
Stupid crap. You said something earlier about compromising, didn't you? Don't tell me you've given up on your own plan.
冗談。 妥協すんのはギリギリまで戦ってからだ。だから刹那、あんたは姫のために戦ってやりな。
Yeah, it's only a short walk from here to the hut. I just have to cut through the woods. Yesterday I said I was locked in a struggle with the Setsuna of the past, and that I'd never give in and surrender myself to him. My mission is to defeat him, to wake Sleeping Beauty from her slumber. Will it really save her, though? Huh? An open parasol rolls to my feet. What's this doing here?
おい、これリンネのじゃねえか。
Hmm? I look in the direction from which it came, a narrow path leading down to the beach. Kaden and I exchange glances. Let's go.
おう。
Do I guess I'll just continue to the next transition, then we'll actually end the stream, because I've been streaming for like an hour longer than I wanted to at this point. Oh no. We run through the shadowy forest. Beyond it lies the beach, bathed in sunlight. She loves this place. She fears it. Right in front of it we find
刹那、見ろ。
a small figure huddled over in the shade of the trees, quivering with fear. Rinne! Well, there it is.
じゃあ、あとは任せたからな。
She tried going out. Maybe because it took so long, she tried to look for me, but then she couldn't bear it. Well, we'll find out next time.
ほら、ちゃんと覚えてお
Yeah,
き
my
なさい
save
よ。
files are still here. Okay, we're into Dina's path, and things have happened. Waking the Sleeping Beauty, and we'll find out what happened with Dina, what's gonna happen. I'm assuming this is Dina's room actually, but in any case, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in another stream or video.